Hey guys, we're going to start a new video series. It's probably going to be the whole of this year, and it's going to be about this Aqua One. And I'm sorry about this is tricky to film. It's black and there's glass, so I've pulled the curtains and I've got the light going on the camera just to try and get this filmed. This is the Reef 400. They come in a number of sizes. I think there's a Reef 300 and possibly a Reef 250, but we've gone for the biggest one that we can fit into this alcove. Now, originally I had looked up at Shirley Aquatics at the Clear Amazon 500. It was substantially taller than this one, and it had an integral LCD display which controlled the lights, pumps and temperature. But the problem with that is, although I liked the tank and it looked really nice, it was a bit of a well, not popular. I posted on some of the I think I posted on Ultimate Reef. I'm not a member there anymore, but I did post on there, and I think it was an unknown quantity. Nobody seemed to have any of these. Any of the dealers I spoke to slated Clear, although I'm not sure why. We didn't really get any real explanation as to why they were bad-mouthing them. And the other one we looked at was the Aqua One. Seems very popular with people on the forums. Our local shop that we try and support, Kettering Aquatics, order these in. It just takes a few days. There was a special offer on it. It was about 1,200. Yeah, I think it was 1,200. The normal price is 1,500. But you know, we rushed to get this at the special offer. But I think it's pretty much a permanent special offer, and you're going to get that pretty much any time of the year. So because there were so many of these sold and so many people had modified bits and pieces, and you know, there was a lot of information on this tank out there. Not all good, but it all seemed to be easily put right with new equipment or modifications and making things quieter. So we went for this one, and as I said, it was £1,200. It came in two halves. Obviously the tank is one box, so the pre-built cabinet was another. Now, it looked incredibly well wrapped and well boxed up. Kettering Aquatics delivered it to us here and helped us carry it in. The tank, yeah, two strong people can just manage that. It was straight in through the hall and into the lounge for us, but if you had to get it upstairs, I think you'd be struggling with two people. It's extremely heavy, but it was very well wrapped. Or so we thought, until we got it all unwrapped. There were multiple pieces of polystyrene, cardboard, and we'll go straight into the issues. And I don't know whether it's just me and whether I'm expecting stuff to be okay when it's never going to be okay. But we're just going to run you around the top of this lid. From a distance, it looks like, very nice plastic. It's been well cut at the corners. It's bonded on with silicone to the glass, and there's some cutouts at the back. But I'm just going to run you along this front panel. It's got I don't know whether it's painted. I'm not prepared to try and scratch it to find out, but it's got a sort of rough-ish feel to it, like it's been sprayed and there were bits in the paint, that sort of feeling. But I just want you to look. I'm trying to get this light right, but I just want you to look at all the marks. I'm going to see if I can find some of the worst ones. There's a huge scratch in here. Again, if this is painted, then that scratch, look, they've all been done at the factory, is just covered in scratches. If you look here, trying to get this light in the right place. Bearing in mind this is 1,200 quid, you guys think I'm being unreasonable and expecting this to be, arrive better than this. Aqua One are a Australian company, and these tanks are made and shipped from China, I assume direct to the UK. But yeah, 1,200 quid I class as a sort of premium product, but it's just scratched the bloody bits. You know, normal daytime, you're not probably going to look at this because you won't see it as it's black, but it is just covered. You know, the whole top is covered in all these marks. I'll just wet my finger, see if we can get any of that off. No, all I've done is left a greasy fingerprint. And so, you know, that's that. It's down the side as well. Sorry, I don't think that's focusing now. So that's the top. I'm just going to show you inside whilst we're standing up. So well braced, all nicely siliconed in place, very thick glass. Let me try and get an angle here that will focus. Yeah, the glass is that wide from here to my fingernail on this side, so very thick. I don't know whether that's a centimetre, possibly more actually. I'll have to measure it. So yeah, as I say, very well braced. You have the central pipework system, which we quite like because, see if I can get an angle through here. Yeah, look at the muck on there. I should have cleaned this before. I think we might have two rock formations, one coming up from here onto that centre column, and possibly one for the other side and up to that. But that is all plastic, obviously, and if you look, then it is trimmed almost full height with glass, and then you've got the send and return holes at the bottom in the centre of the picture there. That's the rest are all reflections of the glass. So yeah, no real issues inside the tank. What I do like is, I don't know if I can get this there, you see the plastic. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this. I don't know if I can zoom in, let me just see. Yeah, I'm not sure it's focusing, but between the bottom pane of glass and the top of that plastic here, you've got a couple of inches, so we can have a nice deep sand bed. Let's see if I can get it here. Yeah, a good couple of inches there, I think, of sand before you even get to this lip, which is quite nice, because I don't particularly like seeing the edge-on view of the sand with all of the worms and other things running around. It gets a bit discoloured as well. So yeah, that's the top, and again you've got this beveled edge. I don't think we're going to get much of this on camera. This is I think residue of the silicon sealant they've used. They've not been too careful and managed to get it in various places, which I'm struggling to get off. But you know, same story. This is all scuffed. Hopefully you can see that. Trying to avoid getting the LED camera on it, just running across. There's a lot of greasy prints that won't come off. In fact, that marks really easily. I don't know whether you saw that then. I just ran my rough finger over it, and that's put some scratches in there. Yeah, again, the colour here. This has been obviously shipped with stuff touching it, and over the thousands of miles that it's had to travel, there's been a bit of movement, backwards and forwards, up and down, and that's pretty much scuffed all of that finish off there. Another mark at the top. Oh, sorry, this light is on auto. Same here. I don't know whether that's a bit of silicone or whether that's all been scuffed. It's just marks all over it, and it's just thank God that it's you know, black and possibly won't show. Right, so we're going to have a look inside. And actually, yeah, I don't know whether you can see it with the light, but it's just there's little spots and bits of paint or whatever it is they've put all these doors together with. It just looks like a bad paint job. So let's have a look inside. Obviously there's this is a sumped version, and we'll talk about what's going on in here. So masses of room, sumps already in there. Now, because this is the 400 litre tank, this sump, they say, cannot be removed without draining the tank and emptying everything out. But I'm just not sure about that, because it looks like you'd be able to twist that, feed it through the back and bring it out through here. I'm not going to try it because there's these metal legs which are then covered in, actually that is all metal, and it's just screwed into the base here and up into the top. So we won't be trying it anytime soon. Now you can see the holes there, but I do want to show you this. These doors were just shut on the journey, so they have been able to do this up and down, moving around, bouncing around a little bit, all the way over, and now all the finish is scuffed. Oh, out down here. I'll show you the main bit here. Yeah, it's all gone there. The colour is completely gone. And on here, this is metal and wood, I think, and to get it nice and strong, they've had to cut out various bits and then bolt things on. But there's some sort of cover. You know, I think that's metal, and then to finish it off so you don't see the screws and bits and pieces, they've kind of put a cover on it. But it's just a horrible fit. I don't know whether you can see the state of that. It's just ugly. Let me go back to the other one.